What is up, everybody? I am excited to bring you another box opening today. If you've watched my last box opening video, you know that I was at my local Walmart and they got their ice fishing stuff on clearance, and I picked myself up a few mystery tackle boxes. The last opening we just did a standard box, the $24 value box, and at the same time I was able to pick up a couple mystery tackle box ice fishing pro kits. Have not opened it up yet. We're going to open up box number 873. This is a Walmart mystery tackle box. I paid a whopping like 12 bucks for it or something like that. Honestly, I don't remember. It was a while ago now. Just now getting around to opening this up for you. So, all right, well, let's pull the tab and let's get right into it. Come on now. There she goes. Didn't want to open up very nice. All right, let's give you guys the first look in the box here. Yeah. There you go. There's the first look. So, all right, let's pull them out and let's get right after it. Sploosh. Dump those out. All right. All right, let's do something a little different here. Let's start off with the, here you've got the sticker for this the sticker for number 873. It's just a little like bass lure. I think I remember seeing these on Facebook. I think somebody was drawing these for Catchco, but yeah, it's kind of a cool little sticker. It's a smaller one. We've got our list of what's inside, and of course the dibble, which we'll go over at the end. So, all right, let's dig right into it here. All right, first lure, just grabbing one here, is we got a Kastmaster, yep, Kastmaster, little jigging spoon. It's an all silver. It's a 1/12 of an ounce, so it's pretty small. And it does, you can get these in 13 different sizes, 1/32 of an ounce, all the way up to 4 ounce. So they do come in tiny, and all the way up to big ones. So just a basic little silver jigging spoon. Not a whole lot to say about it. They do work. They're not bad to have. So start with that. Okay, I've gotten a few of these before. Vexan Crystal Reaper glow resin treble hooks, number 10s. They're kind of cool little treble hooks. I've used them a few, just tipping like minnow heads on them, and I have caught some fish on them. They probably work good to swap out some of the trebles on a few of the lures. But as you can see on the end there, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a kind of like a diamond on the bottom side, so you got some flash, and then you've got a yellow and a green little resin ball on the hook there, and those do glow. So, and on a red hook. They are good treble hooks. They're very sharp, and like I said, I have caught fish on them before. I have a few of these in my box. I do like these. Nice to have some more. Okay, moving down the line. All right, we got a Lunkerhunt Teary jig. It's just a lead one, fluorescent pink. It does glow. 1/8 ounce, as you can see. You got the red hook, little larger profile ice fishing jig. You don't use too many of these bigger ones. I usually use the smaller teardrop, little tiny ones, but it'll have its purpose someday, I'm sure. Especially if I want to do like walleye or pike or any larger fishing, this could come in handy. So it's nice to have a few larger ones. As I was talking about the small ones, here's the little ones. This is a Pur.Tungsten. Can't say I've heard of that brand. Pro grade rated. Number 14, 4mm. I mean, they're just tiny little ice fishing jigs. I always use a bunch of these. The little tiny hooks don't seem to last the longest, so I like having a good supply of them and an assortment of colors. I believe it's glow. Doesn't say if it's glow or not, but it kind of looks like it could be. Guess we'll find out. So, all right, moving down the line. This is the P3 Plastics brand. You got some yellow main little. These are another ice fishing little jig. You got some yellow main body, and it looks like the green little ball there. That's probably definitely what glows. And what's that little red? The red head. Oh yeah, it does have a little red head on there. I don't know if you really see that greatest in the camera. And it does have like a little sparkly like diamond thing in the head of it too. So it is going to create some flash if you do have some sunny days, and that's kind of a cool little jig. I'll definitely use that somewhere. Definitely use that somewhere. All right, we got one more jig here. Well, these are cool. Another tungsten ice fishing jig. These are the Widowmaker brand. They're yellow and orange, and they're a fly imitator, or like a water bug imitator. As all you ice fishermen know this time of year, the water bugs, the water shrimp, freshwater shrimp, all kind of that stuff is a lot of what our panfish feast on this time of year. So if anything to imitate those is great, and I really like that. It almost looks like a little bee almost, but it does have a little feather tail on it. Nice big eyes. So again, you know, fish target the eyes when they're in the predatory eating mood. So having those big glowing eyes definitely would be an advantage. Yeah, I like those. Those are kind of cool. I'm excited to try those out. Well, it'll be next year, but I'm excited to try those out. Okay, we got one more jig here. Kenders tungsten jig. This is a shrimp imitator, so it's supposed to look like a little freshwater shrimp. Actually, I'll take that out of the box. This one's kind of cool. I've seen these before. I haven't used them yet, but I am excited to use them. But it does. It looks like a shrimp. It totally looks like either a freshwater bug or a shrimp of some sort. Very, very, very cool. Really cool. And one thing I've noticed about this one too, it's hard to see, but that hook on there is a little more stout, like it's a little bit thicker wire hook. So this would hold up probably a little longer than some of the other little jigs, but that is an amazing little jig. I am so excited to try out. I see so many freshwater shrimp in these lakes, and honestly, that's what they look like. That's exactly what they look like. So this is going to be money, I think. I really do. I have a feeling I'm going to be buying a few more of these once I see how well they work, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they won't work at all. But Kenders, little tungsten jig, little shrimp or bug imitator. So, all right, we only got a couple more left. Let's move right down the line here. Next one, you got a nice little box to keep them in. But you got your bait jar here. It's the Lunkerhunt. They're supposed to look like a little waxworm or a spike. They're kind of a clearish white. Let's see, won't dry out. So it does have an airtight little case. That's kind of cool. So they won't dry out. It says more scent on it. So they must be scented, and it says more durability on the back. So I guess I'm not sure what that means. Maybe they're kind of like the Z-Man Elastitex. Maybe they're a little bit stretchy. But I don't really want to open it up because I want to break that seal until we get to next year's ice fishing season. But Lunkerhunt spike imitators. Those should come in handy for, I guess, if I run out of spikes. I always have live baits. I don't know really where I'd use those, but they're good to have. All right, moving on. The last bait that came in this box is the Bass Reaper Bait Co. It's the Micro Minnow, hot pink. It is just good. It looks really dirty, but it looks like a little tadpole. Definitely a little tadpole looking thing, a nice little tail. Hot pink, so it's got good visibility. But I said it before, soft plastics have really found their niche, found their place in the ice fishing world. You know, and then little larva looking baits and little tiny little minnows and stuff. The little snack size baits. You know, typically ice fishing has been very, very live bait eccentric. You pretty much always had to use live bait of some sort, whether it be a spike or a waxworm or the head of a minnow or a full minnow. It's pretty common for all ice fishermen to use those techniques. So to see the soft plastics kind of really dig in and take over a little bit is kind of intriguing, and I can't say I've caught a whole lot on them. I've caught a couple fish on soft plastics. Like I said, I've always got live bait on me, so I haven't really put them to the test yet. I should probably do that this upcoming winter. Hopefully we get a better winter than I did this year. This winter we had all of maybe a month of good ice, and then after that it was just warm, the ice was crappy, and I'm just not the kind of person that's willing to risk going out on crappy ice to catch a few fish and this and that. That's just, it's not my wheelhouse, it's not my cup of tea. So I like ice fishing, but I like to do it safely. So I guess with that being said, the Dibble, as I said before, if you're just starting out, or even if you're a seasoned fisherman, I like to flip through these. Maybe you can find out a different tip or different technique that you haven't known about before. They have some recipes in here if you want to cook some fish, and they just got some just general suggestions and ideas. And I mean, this dibble is not really ice fishing oriented. It's got, you know, top water baits and various things like that in there, but either way, the information in it is good and can be useful. You've got some walleye stuff in there, so it's not just bass fishing. We're talking about panfish and trout and different, using inline spinners for panfish and trout, you know. So yeah, that's about it for the dibble. Just kind of got a generic what's in it card. I don't know if you can read that the best, but yeah, there's what's inside. So reading it off to you just in case you can't read it. Okay, you got the Lunkerhunt larvae bait. That's that little container of little spike looking things. You have the Pur.Tungsten drop ice fishing jig. That's this guy here, the one that probably doesn't glow, but it's the white with the kind of clown looking color. You got P3 Plastics school bus yellow tungsten jig. That's the one with the yellow and the little diamond head. You got the Widowmaker lures tungsten ice fly. That's those kind of bee looking ones. Those are pretty cool. You got the Kenders Outdoors Tungsten Hot Shot Shrimp Glow. That's that one I'm really excited to try, so that one's cool. Acme Tackle Kastmaster. That's that jigging spoon. That one there. The Lunkerhunt Teary jig. That's that bigger jig. The pink one. And the Bass Reaper Bait Co. Micro Minnow. That's those little pink little soft plastics. The Vexan Crystal Reaper treble hooks. That's those treble hooks I was telling you about. Everything here I definitely like. I definitely will use. That's what came in box $8.73 from Walmart. So if you haven't already and you're interested in mystery tackle boxes, you can go online, you can order a monthly subscription, you can go to Walmart and a lot of other retailers and find your mystery tackle boxes. They are kind of fun to open up and see what you get as a surprise. I don't do a lot of them anymore. My tackle is really well rounded now. For those guys that are just starting out, the mystery tackle boxes are real nice. So I guess with that being said, this is my Walmart score. $40 value. Like I said, I paid like $12.50 I think for it, something like that, maybe 14 bucks. Box number 873. I really like this box. That little shrimp jig right there just kind of made it for me. Along with everything else you got, I definitely got my money's worth of the $12 to $15 I spent on it. Easily got that. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Throw some comments down below, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.